Well, hello, Gemini, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your weekly tarot reading for the last week of February for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. I do hope everyone's doing well, and as always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So let's see what the cards are revealing for this week. And first, we're going to see which crystal is coming through, being suggested for you, Gemini. What does Gemini need for the week ahead? Crystal for Gemini. We have aquamarine. It says divine life purpose. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. Now, aquamarine is associated with your throat chakra, so can be definitely your communication, which is one of your expertise. But there might be more coming out in the reading this week in regards to your communication this week. I know for some of the signs, there was a message coming through about watch your words, how you're phrasing things. People are really, there's a sensitivity at this time with everything that's going on. So we'll see. Let's see, Oracle message for Gemini, what's coming through. And we have quieting the mind. Beautiful, beautiful card. Well, a strong message here about taking what I would call an internal break. And go into that silent space, that quiet space to regroup. So this is a commitment to meditation, the need for silence, peace, especially with what's going on, the chaotic outer environment that we deal with all the time. So number 32 could be a significant meaning for you. So trying to keep yourself calm, centered, and balanced through it all. So let's see what's coming through with the tea leaf cards. Messages and guidance for Gemini. And I do want to pull 3 cards to kind of get the energy. My goodness. For Gemini, please. I just want to get the general message. Sometimes one card just doesn't do it. So we have Peacock, beware of great pride. We have Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. That might be your go-to person where you're going to, what I'm picking up is they're your sounding board. You might want to bounce an idea off of them and see what they think. And we have Bell, an announcement you might be making. Now, with your first message here with Peacock, I think this is someone around you. This is someone that wants to take center stage, like with the peacock, kind of puff themselves up with self-importance. So there's just a message there, a little bit of a warning in regards to they might try to, if you're involved in something, they're going to jump on your coattails is about the best way that I can put it. Now with the teapot, this card's been turning up quite a bit in the readings. Going to someone that you trust. I was picking up that there's a new idea that you have, and you might use that person that you trust, your good friend, to bounce some ideas off of. So it's about spending some time, kind of contemplating your next move. And with the bell. Now, generally, this card is saying that there's an announcement that you're going to be hearing. But I'm also picking up for some Geminis, you have an announcement. You're making an announcement at this time. So let's clarify the bell. A little bit more information about this announcement with the bell message. Could be, gathering people around. You could be part of a group, waiting to hear some news. Yeah, something's going to be like, it's like taking center stage. So this could still go both ways. Whether it's an announcement that you're gathering, something's being coming to light, taking center stage. But this can also be that you, Gemini, are taking center stage, that you have an announcement to make. So that didn't exactly clarify things, but it is either way. You're either going to gather around and hear some important news, I'm going to say, worthwhile news, or you yourself have news that you want to get out there. And that could also be where the person that kind of attaches themselves to you kind of rides on your coattails. All right, Gemini. Messages and guidance for Gemini, please. What's coming through for Gemini for the week? What does Gemini need to know, be aware of? What messages do you have for Gemini? Here we go. We have the Queen of Cups. You're really focused on the work that you do. Then look, this is very much ties in with the divine life purpose and also quieting the mind. Really focused on the here and now. Beautiful. Okay, what else do we have for Gemini? We have the Knight of Cups. Now, this could be new love coming in if you're single, looking for love. But this could also be things are lining up in regards to maybe a project you've been working on, something that you desire. This is all about love and desire, wishes. This can be a strong indication of your intuition, pointing you in the right direction as well. This is some kind of movement or change that's happening. Certainly could tie into this message here with the bell card. You're waiting to hear some kind of news. You're very focused. You can feel it coming, is what my guides are telling me. All right, and we have Judgment. This, I normally don't say the Judgment card is about judging, but I think with what's going on around the world globally, certainly the actual judgment is taking place. It's a major arcana card. It's bringing in change. It's being held to accountability. But how it refers to you, Gemini, it certainly can be the news that you're hearing, some kind of announcement. So this can also represent you're moving on to bigger and better things. It's moving you into a new path forward. And it could be one where there's new love coming in some capacity. Doesn't always have to be, like a partner. There's deep concentration here and a deep focus on what it is you desire. So there is a move in that direction. You're getting rid of what no longer serves you or who no longer serves you and moving on to something new. So I do see new direction for you, Gemini, and that could be people, places, and things. Moving more towards your divine life purpose. And we have the Page of Cups. I always love the Page of Cups in this deck, like thinking about something, and this is like, when pigs fly, that'll happen. But this is kind of catching something off guard. Expect the unexpected. We see, the energy here. If my camera would, there's some energy coming in here. Something new is being brought into, coming to fruition, I want to say. And it can be where it leaves you in some kind of disbelief that maybe just a week ago you would never have thought this would be taking place. So this is messages things that are going to affect you emotionally. Again, it can be the Bell card here. You know, some kind of announcement, something coming into the spotlight. And so it's a little bit of disbelief is what I'm picking up. And we have the Four of Cups. All right, Gemini. You're waiting, definitely waiting possibly for some news. You're waiting for a love to come in. Waiting for what you're hoping for and dreaming for. So let's pull some clarifying cards. Starting off with this Queen of Cups, which is very focused in regards to how you're feeling right now, what you desire. So let's clarify this Queen. The Queen of Cups, please. Nine of Wands. Lessons learned, being very cautious. Not wanting to make the same mistakes again. There's something new that's coming in. Something that's on your divine life path purpose. So the Knight of Cups. This is movement. This is travel. This is you in a position of advantage. So if you're looking for love, certainly there's an opportunity for that. Making some changes, possibly going to some new places, you know, whatever it is that you're interested in, you know, you might meet someone in that scenario, you know, whatever hobbies or interests that you have, you know, start maybe taking new courses, classes, involved in group activities, whatever the case may be, that will bring about. You're in a good position for meeting someone new, my single Geminis here. So judgment. I do feel judgment is tied to like an announcement, news that's coming in. It feels globally. It doesn't personally affect you, Gemini, but how you feel about it, you will be affected. Ooh, it is the death of what needs to go. You know, out with the old, which then leaves room for new opportunities, new beginnings. Wow. Now, for some of you, you could be eliminating what no longer is working for you. And that's why you're getting quieting the mind, you know, trusting the signs, your inner guidance. It's leading you in the right direction. So the Judgment card showing up is the change that's needed for you to move on to, you know, your divine life purpose. They've been steering you all along, Gemini, but there's something new I keep picking up. And so the Death card clarifying the Judgment card is letting go of what no longer serves you. What is there's an energy here. They keep giving me it could be someone. I'm picking up more someone is kind of riding on your coattails, Gemini. And you need to give it a tug and knock them off. Page of Cups here. That is really something that's going to catch you off guard. It could be the news that might be coming in this week. You're going to say, when pigs fly. It's going to be one of celebration, though. Celebration coming in. Something that you didn't think was ever going to be. And like I said, you know, a week ago, you would say, no, never. So there's messages, there's news, there's ideas coming in. You know, one that you're stepping through, like the Four of Wands can be like stepping through a portal. It is celebration. It can represent an event, a graduation even. But four, we've got the four celebratory energy here. And then we have the Four of Cups. This is divine timing. So, you know, it's the Cups energy again, which started off your reading, what you're feeling. You're waiting for something in specific, but there is something quite unexpected that's coming in. So whatever it is that you might have been hoping for or waiting for, it's coming in a way that you least expect it, and maybe in a different form. So 4 of Cups here, please. You're getting the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So 4 of Cups can keep you in a very stagnant type of situation. It's kind of like settling in to your comfort zone, a comfy slipper. You know, it's very stagnant energy is what I'm picking up. So something is coming in with the Queen of Swords where you're finding out the truth. I think it's the message from the Page of Cups, however that comes in, something that you just completely didn't expect whatsoever. There's a change coming in that launches you in the right direction, a direction you didn't even know that you were going to be going in. So very interesting what my guides are telling me. Let's see what your final message is. Final message for Gemini. And then we do have a starseed message. Oh, we had 2. And look at, you've been getting, you know, the 6 of Swords quite often, and the 8 of Cups. I think 8 of Cups is your theme for the entire year. So it is going off in a new direction. This is really some loud messages. And it's making sense. It's speaking, you know, quiet the mind, because you need to hear the messages, the guidance that's coming through, and you're going off in a new direction. The 6 energy is one of harmony and balance. So there's some kind of change that could be taking place or starting to this week. Oh, and the bottom, really catching you off guard. This Page of Cups, whatever the news is, it could be somebody leaving for whatever reason, and it's kind of leaving you in a predicament, a circumstance. There could have been something planned, like some kind of an event, and this person is really letting you down. So with the 3 energy, it's the start of new beginnings. You're going off in a new direction. So 2 cards came out for your final message here, Gemini. So let's see what your starseed message is for Gemini. Starseed message for Gemini, final message. Okay. And we have Gaia. Connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. All right, Gemini, that's the messages for the week. Thank you so much for joining me and sending you love and abundance. Make it a great week.